Good morning, everyone. So today's topic will be the Graptopetalum Ellen. So if you want to know more about this plant, please keep on watching and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that notification bell so that you will be updated with my new videos. See you in a bit. Hey everyone! So today's quick topic will be all about the Graptopetalum Ellen and how to take care of them. So I've been getting a lot of requests on how to care for her, so we're finally doing it today. So let's go and start. So when you get your Ellens for the first time, the first thing you will want to know is how to water them, what sunlight do they need, and what type of soil do they like. So first, let's talk about the soil. This new pot is using my 2021 cultured soil mix with Akadama and Kanuma, while this one is using my old soil mix that I made a couple of years back. So, but this one is also with Akadama and Kanuma, but on a lesser, um, on a smaller ratio. So, you can see, no, they have been growing really well. These two are actually old plants already. This Ellen of mine is actually a year and a half or almost 2 years old already. It was repotted several times because it had issues with the stem. Later on, we will discuss what are those. But this time, let's talk about the fresh or the newly potted ones. If you got, this one I got from Matt Saet and from Bloom with Grace. And I placed it in my succulent city pot, this one. So thank you again very much, Kalin, for this one. This is pretty deep. So this one, I really don't suggest you use it if you're a beginner. But since it's pretty like that, and I would like them to trail just like the other ones, so I had to get a taller pot for this one. It's pretty much it's pretty challenging actually to pot. So this one I used my stem supports. Uh, to be able to hold them to their position so that they don't fall out of the pot there. So it looks pretty decent, but it kind of looks gnarly at the same time because they're still etiolated. They're still leggy and etiolated, so medyo still a beautiful mess. Hopefully when they get their form and they start getting compact, they will look something like this already. Another tail sign that your plants are actually older is that when you see them trail like this. So when your Ellen starts leaning like that, don't be scared. Like this one, this used to be all clumped together like that, and now it has grown long and is finally starting to droop down. So this one I will let it ride, and that's my main goal, is to let her trail down. So this is the reason why I got um, a tall pot for them. This one I got from Plant House by Pierre. Ayan. So, thank you, Sissy Pierre, for the pot. So, anyways, so the soil that I'm using is cultured soil with Akadama and Kanuma. I'm very happy with the result because, as you know, the cultured soil actually triggers fast root growth. So I'm very happy about that. So I'm using it here as well. After I will do my controlled watering method with her, but of course I'm not gonna be using just 10 ml. But instead, for this type of pot, I'll be using around 40 to 50 ml. So I'll be squirting this one on vacant spots on the soil like that, not on the plant itself. So this newly potted Ellen is actually getting full filtered sun and she can take it. Ellens are very sun tolerant, so she doesn't mind being in full filtered sun. Remember, it's filtered, not direct. This one on the other hand is open to the elements, so this one is getting full sun and rain. But I will have to move her. Actually, today I'll be moving her today to a different spot because she is already showing signs of sunburn. So this is a big no-no for them because Ellens can still burn even if they are sun tolerant or sun loving plants. The next issue would be what are the common problems that may come up with caring for Ellens. So the number one issue that you might encounter with them would be stem rot. So let me show you what it looks like. This one is a fungal infection that my plant has gotten during rainy season last year. So I think it was August, September, somewhere along that time. She got really sick and she got some fungal infection on the stem. She started dropping leaves. The stems were wrinkling and it was becoming hollow and rotten and it was dying. So actually, what I did after that was to give her Folicor, 1 teaspoon is to 1 liter, and that's what I used to water her once a week. So I was giving her full water once a week with Folicor, and I did that for I think a month and a half, and then until I showed, I saw signs of new growth, which are these leaves here that are clear, na walang issue, walang spots or anything. The next problem that you might encounter when you're caring for Ellen would be leaf edema. So this is what it looks like there. As you can see, there are bumps on the leaves and it's showing like dark circles like that. It kind of looks like at first glance it would look like something fungal or a fungal infection, but it's actually not. Usually Ellens are thirsty drinkers, thirsty girls. So what they do is when they get moisture from the soil, they just drink and drink and drink even if they're really full. So what happens is that the water actually comes out of their pores, and this is what happens. It becomes like this, and then this one will scar, but this will not hurt them, not unless they burst, because if they do burst and the leaves become open or wounded, then they can become susceptible or vulnerable to fungal infection. But if it does not burst, like this one, it will just remain like that and it will just be an eyesore. So it'll still be okay. You don't have to pluck them out or remove them. You just have to let it be and wait for the new leaves to come out. So why does it happen? Sometimes when we want to water them more frequently and we don't give them enough sunlight for them to convert the water that we're giving them into energy, then this happens. So if you want to give them more water to make them plumper like this one, then you have to give them the right amount of sunlight also. So the trick with Ellen, so that you can avoid having leaf edema on them, is that if you want to water them more to make them plumper, then give them better sunlight. So if you're planning to fatten them up, make sure that you do it again, one, during growing season, two, that your 1 week forecast of the weather will be all sunny, and make sure that it's not gonna be overcast or rainy, so that the water can still dry easily and that they will get the nutrients and the water that they need to become plump, and the sunlight, of course. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching, and always choose to be kind, everyone. See you guys on the next video. Bye.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling, I'm so deep down.